Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Amy here, and I am super excited to be doing this video because today we're going to be talking about how to break into digital marketing, whether you have a degree or not. So I'm really excited about this video because I always get a lot of questions about, hey Amy, how did you get into digital marketing? I don't have a degree. Should I go back to school? Should I get a certificate? And so I wanted to just make a quick sit down video and just answer some of the questions that you guys had for me in regards to digital marketing. Now, I want you to be aware that digital marketing is a huge industry. And when I say huge, I mean in regards to how many sectors and areas of digital marketing there is. So myself, personally, I am what someone would call a full stack digital marketer because I am trained and skilled in every area of digital marketing that you can think of. Email marketing, content marketing, SEO, PPC, so on and so forth. So I can do pretty much any job in digital marketing. However, I prefer to work in paid social media ads. That's what I love to do. That's my passion. That's what I've been doing the longest. And that's probably where I'm going to stay for the rest of my career. Now, when it comes to digital marketing, it's going to be important for you to choose what industry you want to go into. For me, even though I have experience in all these areas, it's kind of difficult being able to work for an agency or an in-house marketing specialist. It's a little bit difficult to try to wear every hat, to be the SEO person, to be the paid ads person, to be the email marketer, to be the content marketing, to be even a social media manager. So I would recommend that you kind of find what it is that you want to do in digital marketing, where your passion lies, the thing that you have the most interest in. And then once you find that, then hone into it and follow that all the way through. Now, I do have my iPad because I did write down some notes and some tips in which I think it's important when you're trying to get into the digital marketing space. Now, let's talk about education. Is it true that you need a degree to go into digital marketing? So the answer to that is absolutely not even a little bit. You do not need a degree at all. Yes, I do have a degree. I have a degree in marketing and strategic communications. I am happy that I got my degree because I wanted to do the college experience anyways. So I've always wanted to do the college experience. And when I was in college, a degree at the time actually was more so required versus now I'm making this video in 2021 and a degree definitely isn't required. Now, if you still want to go to school and get a degree, I definitely would applaud you for that. It's definitely a great experience to go to college, but it's definitely something that you don't need. However, I will say when I graduated with my marketing degree, it did help me get my foot in the door for sure. So my first job when I graduated college, it was for a digital marketing agency. So I've never worked in any other industry besides like my odd jobs when I was in college. I've never worked in any other industry in my career because as soon as I graduated, I applied for a job in marketing for an agency and they asked me if I had a degree in marketing and I said yes and they hired me. So I would like to say that degree is what got my foot in the door, but most agencies now are not requiring a degree. So is it required? Absolutely not. When it comes to your specialty, I think again, that's something that we talked about a little bit earlier. You have to figure out what it is that you want to do. I am able to be an SEO person if a company needs me to. I can be the email marketer, I can be the content marketing, but I chose to specialize on paid digital marketing ads. So I am the person who basically focuses on creating and running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, and so on and so forth. So that is my expertise. That's where I spend most of my time studying. That's where I spend most of my time working and doing research because that's where my passion lies and I love to do it. So it's very important for you to figure out exactly what it is that you want to do in digital marketing so that number one, you're not stretching yourself thin, because I definitely have done that before where I applied for a job as like just a full digital marketing person. Like I was just their digital marketing person and I was responsible for everything, for the email, for the content, for the social media management, for SEO, PPC, and it was just too much and I was not happy. What I knew is that yes, I was skilled in all these areas, but I knew that I wasn't going to be successful and be able to really grow if I don't hone into one skill set, one niche, and become a true expert at that. And so I did my pros and cons, I did a little analysis, and I said, you know what, the thing that I'm most passionate about, the thing that I'm good at is social media ads. And so from there on out, when I was applying for jobs, I would look up jobs who were hiring for a paid ads manager, a paid ads specialist, things of that nature. Anything that had the word paid ads in the job description, that's the kind of roles that I went after because I knew that's what I wanted to do. Now, the next thing that's very important for you in order to break into digital marketing and be successful is to actually build your soft skills, right? So in digital marketing, there's a lot of soft skills that are being used. So are you tech savvy? Are you a good communicator? Are you a good writer? Things of that nature. That's where you really want to make sure you hone into before you start to get into the field and before you actually apply to any digital marketing positions. For me, when I first got my very first job, I had so many soft skills that were already so transferable into the digital marketing field. Even though I didn't have a lot of experience in digital marketing, one thing that I knew is that I was a good writer. I had good writing skills. I was a great communicator. I was tech savvy, and I was good at social media. I liked posting on social media. I liked making social media posts. I knew what captions to create in order to make people respond back and engage with the social media post. And I just took all of those skills and then I applied for the job, and I pretty much learned everything technical on the job. So if you're just breaking into the industry and you have these soft skills that are super transferable into the industry, a lot of companies, not all, but a lot of companies will go ahead and hire you just based on the soft skills, because digital marketing is not that hard of an industry to work in. It can be a little bit challenging to break into, but it's not hard at all to work into. So once you actually get a job, honestly, you really can learn everything on the job. That's what I did. All my technical skills came from on the job learning. I got all of my certifications on the job. And all of my certificates, I got them on the job. I learned all of those skills on the job. I can sit here and lie and say that I got all of my skill set from college because I did it. To be honest, I majored in marketing. And when you major in marketing in a typical four-year university, you major in traditional marketing for the most part. Now universities are starting to really transition their marketing programs into more of a digital audience program, which is basically digital marketing, which is super awesome. So if you are going to college for digital marketing, that's something that's going to be good for you now versus when I was going to college. So because I majored in marketing years ago, again, that was more so traditional marketing. And so I had to learn my digital marketing skills on the job. But because I had so many transferable soft skills, right? They were able to say, okay, this girl has a lot of soft skills that's transferable into this industry, and we can just teach her everything that she doesn't know on the job. And if they're not willing to teach you, honestly, you can learn these things on your own. Go on YouTube, go on Google, you can get these certifications on your own and then apply them to your job. Okay, so the next tip that I have for you is to build your portfolio. So I personally get approached a lot by recent marketing graduates or people who had just finished a digital marketing certificate and they want to know, like, what do I do now? They're either scared, they don't have the confidence to go ahead and go to the next step and apply for a job. And I can understand them feeling that way, especially when you don't have quite that portfolio, you don't have that experience. So my next tip for you is to most definitely start to build your portfolio, especially if you're already in college. If you're in college and you're studying marketing or digital audience, as they call it now, all of those projects that you do in college, you need to take those projects and put it into your portfolio. So you can go on GoDaddy or HostGator or Bluehost, whatever, grab a domain and name it whatever you want to name it and create your portfolio. Create like a small little website that's super easy. You can do it on Wix or Squarespace, where you can hold and it can host all of your small projects that you've done in college or that you've done when you were working on your certificate. If you're not going to college route, if you're not going to certificate route or whatever, then you need to become, so to speak, a freelancer. So just freelance. Ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your cousins, your friends who do have small businesses. Can you work on their businesses for them for free? So for instance, if you have a sister or brother who maybe say has a clothing line that just launched and they need help growing the business, then you just offer your skill set and your service and say, hey, I'm looking to get into digital marketing. I'm looking to grow my skill set. Can I be your digital marketer for free? You know, I'm practicing, I'm learning, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru, but I want to become an expert. So if you would allow me to work on, your brand to help me build my portfolio, I would love that. And 9 times out of 10, your friends, cousin, mom, dad, they're not going to say no to that because they're honestly going to take any help that they can get. And if it's going to help you, I'm sure they're going to be happy. So definitely do that. Reach out to your family members, reach out to your friends, and take over their digital marketing efforts. Practice running ads for them. Practice doing SEO and keyword research for their website so that they're coming up on the first or second page of Google. If you are looking to go into email marketing, practice writing emails and practice setting up funnels for their business. Whatever it is that you decide to do, whatever niche or industry area is appealing to you, practice that for their business. Even social media management. A lot of people say that social media management is not digital marketing, and it's technically not digital marketing, but it's definitely in the realm of digital marketing. So even if you want to break into social media management first and then transition over to actual doing marketing, then hey, ask your brother, ask your sister, can I run your Instagram page? Can I run your Facebook page and try to get as many followers and as much engagement as I can so I can help you make sales? Whatever it is, I know that most people have someone in their corner, and if you don't, make a post on Facebook. I've done that before. I was like, hey, I'm going to be running ads for 3 people for free to grow my portfolio. Please message me if you're open to allowing me to do that. And like 30 people message me. So if you don't know anyone personally who has a business, then make a post on Facebook and Instagram asking for new small business owners for whom you can run ads for, or you can do email marketing for, create a funnel, whatever, and someone's going to tell you yes. So once you do that, once you have your 1 or 2, clients, I would like to call them clients, right? Even though you're doing it for free, they're still clients. Once you have those clients, everything that you do for them, take those projects and put it on your portfolio, put it in your portfolio with the domain that I told you about earlier, right? So you're getting the domain, you're creating a small, easy drag and drop website, and all of your work and all of your results that you've gotten with these 1 or 2 new clients, you're putting it on your portfolio. So when you do start applying for positions, you can put your link on your resume, or however you want to do it. You can send them your resume, you send them the link, you send them the link to your portfolio, they'll open it up. And even though you don't have true experience in like an agency or in-house marketer, they know that you've done the work. They see it. They know that you can do it, and that they just need to give you a shot. So I would definitely start to build your portfolio with your family members. Once that portfolio looks good and you feel confident in what you've put on the portfolio, go ahead and start applying to jobs with or without a degree. It doesn't matter. As long as you know how to do the work, you do not really need a degree. Of course, there's going to be some companies out there that say degree required, degree preferred, but go ahead and skip those jobs and go to the next one if that's not what you want to do. And if you do have a degree and you want to go that route and you want to apply to those jobs, then great. What I'm saying is, either way, degree or no degree, there's a company out there for you that will hire you. Okay, my second to last tip is networking. You absolutely have to network. It's going to be hard to break into the industry without a lot of experience. If you don't really know anyone in the industry, I think that's one of the biggest tips that I can give you is to network. So go into these Facebook groups that are specifically made for digital marketers and just network with people, have conversations with them, DM them, message them, make posts, ask questions in these Facebook groups, and then try to find out if there's anyone in your area. Say, hey, is there anyone that lives in New York, anyone that lives in Houston, Texas, wherever you live, that want to do, bi-weekly meetups or monthly meetups, where we could practice and learn and things of that nature. That's one way that you can network and meet more people in the industry. And another way that you can meet people is just going to conferences and summits. Now, it is 2021, so we are in the middle of still in the middle of a pandemic. But there are a lot of conferences that are online, which I like to attend myself. And even there are some in person that you can really meet a lot of hitters and shakers in the digital marketing industry. I've personally done so much networking in this industry that I know so many people, and it's gotten me so far when it comes to landing jobs, getting my own personal clients for my own personal business, and so on and so forth. And I would definitely say, if it wasn't for my network and for me actually just going out there and putting myself out there, meeting new people, a lot of the personal clients that I have for my own agency, my own small business, I probably wouldn't have them. Because what happens is, because I put myself out there and I started to meet people and we get to know each other, they start referring people to me, I start referring people to them, and then I just have clients coming at me all the time. They'll say, oh, Sarah referred me, Joe referred me, Lisa referred me, and they'll just come to me and they'll just book with me just off the fact that Sarah, Joe knows me. A lot of people don't even ask for my portfolio because they're just like, Sarah said you were great, I trust her, I've worked with her before, I want to work with you. And that's always awesome. So if you want to go the route with which you're working for yourself, that's actually a really great tip. But even also, if you don't want to work for yourself and you want to get that experience first, which I highly recommend, then networking so that you can land a job is going to be great. You can network, go to these conferences and summits, and they'll say, oh, I own this company and I'm looking for someone to do my social media marketing. I just can't do it. Our team, is small and we don't have the proper person to do it, but we're ready. And you can be like, hey, I can do it. I've been doing freelancing, or I've gotten my certificate, blah, 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 blah. And I would love to do it. I'd love to show you what I can do. You can say, hey, let me send you over my portfolio. You can take a look and you can literally land the job off of that. No experience, no degree required. And my last and final tip, but it is a very important tip, is don't stop learning. Continue to learn. You have to continue to learn because digital marketing is forever, ever changing, and it's always going to change. So if you want to be in this industry, you have to understand that you're going to have to continue to learn. I've been in the industry for about 6 to 7 years, and there's not a year that doesn't go by that I haven't continued to learn, because I don't have a choice. Digital marketing is always changing. The trends are always changing. Algorithms are always changing. New platforms are being added all the time, social media platforms, especially for me because I work in paid ads. And so there's always new platforms coming out that I need to learn in order to continue to be successful and make people happy with the results. So I'm always learning. So I would suggest that if you are thinking about getting into the industry, you have to be a person who's willing to always be changing, a person who's willing to evolve, a person who's willing to learn, continuously learning, and not get bored or get tired learning, because that's just part of the industry, right? Facebook's always changing, Instagram's always changing, Google's always changing. All of these different platforms are constantly changing, so you have to be flexible and open to always learning. It's like I feel like I'm always a student. Like, I'm not even in school, and I feel like I'm always a student. And that's one of the reasons why I always tell people you don't need a degree to go into digital marketing, because if you are interested in digital marketing and if you happen to break into digital marketing, you're going to be in school without being in school. You're going to always be learning. There's always a new certification to be had. There's always new updates and new trends to learn. There's always new books that come out about the new trends that you would need to read. And it's just a lot. So you're always going to be a student. So you don't necessarily need to go to college, because you're going to be learning everything pretty much on the job. And one thing that I learned quickly on when I first got my first couple jobs in digital marketing was that even though I had learned so much, specifically on my first digital marketing job, about the time I got to my second digital marketing job, everything that I learned in my first job was completely different. And so I had to relearn or learn a lot of new stuff in order to be successful in my second digital marketing job, because that's how much things had changed. So you have to understand that. You have to know that if you're going to be in this industry, you have to take it very seriously, and you really have to be dedicated and passionate about it. I know a lot of people want to break into digital marketing because not only is it an industry that's very much lucrative if you do it right, it's a lot of fun, and you get to have a lot of creativity, but there's also an ample opportunity, ample amount of chances for you to work for yourself, to be honest, because it's digital marketing. So what are you doing all day? You're sitting in front of a computer doing digital stuff. So there's really no need for you to actually be in a corporate setting, but I do suggest that you do that first. However, there's a lot of opportunity once you learn enough for you to branch out on your own, maybe become a digital marketing freelancer or start your own business or what have you. And so a lot of people want to break into this industry because of that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's cool because once you put in your couple years, with an agency or in-house at a corporate company, and you learn what you need to learn, you've learned enough from them, it is possible that you can branch out on your own and work for yourself, as long as you're willing to continue to learn, because again, things are ever changing. So that is a great opportunity as well. A good reason why a lot of people want to go into digital marketing, because of the flexibility there. So that's pretty much all the tips that I have for you guys to break into digital marketing with or without a degree, with or without experience. I do suggest that you guys take these steps, and maybe you can look up some more steps with other people of what they suggest. But these are some of the steps that I took that made me super successful getting into digital marketing. And like I said, even though I did go the college route, every day I see people break into digital marketing without a college degree, so I know it's possible. A lot of my colleagues later in my corporate career that I worked alongside of, we were making the same exact salary, the same exact position, did not have a degree, which I thought was super cool. Like, I was like, dang, I should have went that route. But either way, I am happy with the route that I chose. I'm happy that I have my degree. It was a fun college experience, but I want you guys to know, either route you take, it is possible for you to break into this industry. All right, well, that's all the tips I have for you guys today. I can't wait to see you in my next video, and you guys have a good day. Bye.